It is time for another episode of Argo Sports Insider and time to dive into all things UWF athletics. I'm Will Kennedy, and we certainly have a lot to talk about this week. The door is shut on the basketball season. The women closed the regular season with a pair of victories on the home court. Alabama-Huntsville came in for a Thursday evening matchup and rolled out of town with a 60-47 loss to the Argos. West Alabama was the opponent on senior day, and UWF would tame the Tigers to the tune of a 74-52 final score. The Argos would make the Gulf South Conference tournament as the 5 seed, earning a first-round matchup at Auburn-Montgomery. We got some solid performances from Claire Sutherland-Case and Taisha Bostic, but could not find the late baskets that were needed to extend the season. Final score 74-70 AUM. The women finished the season with a 16-13 record, and Brooke Kane is the conference player of the week for last week and also made the all-GSC team on the second squad. Congratulations to Brooke. The men closed out the schedule with home games against Huntsville and West Alabama. It was almost a sweep of the season series with the Chargers, but the Argos came up just short on Thursday. West Al came in for senior day, and that game was a barn burner. The Argos came storming back from a double-digit deficit in the second half, and Rodney Bryant, the senior, hit the game winner in a 69-67 thriller. The Argos finished with an 8-20 mark in Coach Justin Mann's first season at the helm. UWF baseball brought Huntsville to the Spoon over the weekend for a series. There was a lot of UAH around over the last week or so. The Argos swept the Chargers, taking a doubleheader on Saturday before closing the series out with a win on Sunday. UWF bats put up 23 runs across the 3 games. The pitching staff was solid with Dalton Neuschwander, Cade Manderscheid, and Jacob Heath picking up victories in the series. Darian McDowell is the Gulf South Conference Player of the Week after tearing the cover off the ball last week. The Argos are 12-5 overall, 5-1 in the GSC. They hit the road this weekend for a Saturday-Sunday series at Mississippi College.
Had a great start out of Dylan Lawson's day, and Jacob Heath came in out of the bullpen doing 2-3 innings there, and Posey to clean it up like he did last night. You know, we got going early yesterday and scored a lot of runs in that second game, but you know, today was a pitcher's duel. They've got some lefties that can, you know, throw it in there well and change speeds, and we hit some balls hard, but we finally got it going and moved some runners around and had some big hits. Jaden Pryman had a good day today. Had a lot of hard outs, and you know, had some guys swinging the bat up and down the lineup. Makes our lineup deeper. Darren McDowell had an obviously great weekend. Thought Trent Jeffcoat got going really well yesterday for us as he goes at the top of our lineup. You know, our lineup kind of gets going there.
Softball played 5 games this week, winning a home series against Huntsville last weekend, dropping the first game before bouncing back to win game 2 and 3, both by 1 run. Hannah Harper picked up both victories from the circle, and the Argos plated 17 runs in the series. Barry would come calling to the Fork for a midweek doubleheader. Both games were tight, but the visitors swept that twin bill, with Barry taking the first game 7-6, then winning the second 6-5, that one in 8 innings. The Argos are now 13-10 on the season, 7-3 in the conference. They will also be in Clinton this weekend to face nationally ranked Mississippi College.
Huntsville's obviously a huge team that we played last weekend. They won our conference last year, and we haven't beat them in a series in a really long time, so it was important for us to go out there and compete, and that's exactly what we did. Out of the last 5 games we played, all have been determined by 1 run, and that just shows how much we're working as a team and competing through, and even when we're behind, we're coming back and bringing it back in. I'd say our biggest thing is calming the nerves. We play so much better when we are calm and collected and not freaking out every at bat, and really just staying composed and knowing that we are one of the best lineups in the GSC, and we do have what it takes to beat top 10 teams like this because we have the potential to be a top 10 team.
Both tennis teams were plenty busy last weekend at the GSC Lone Star Crossover Tournament in Tyler, Texas. The men went 2-1 at that event, beating both Cameron and Midwestern State while dropping their opening match to 12th ranked Tyler. The Argos are now 4-4 on the year, 1-1 in the conference. The women also went 2-1 in Texas, beating Tyler and Midwestern around a loss to Cameron. UWF improves to 4-2 overall at 2-0 in the GSC. The women visit West Georgia on Friday. Both teams play at Montevallo and West Alabama in GSC action this weekend. Men's golf closed with a strong final round with Cooper Tendick going 8 under on that last day at the Las Vegas Desert Classic, finishing 5th in a tough overall field. Per Eklund is the GSE Freshman of the Week after leading the Argos in Vegas with a top 15 individual finish. UWF men are back in action on Monday and Tuesday at the Southeastern Collegiate in Valdosta, Georgia. Women's golf tees it up at the Emerald Coast Classic in Destin starting this Sunday at the Baytown Golf Club. The UWF swimming and diving team, they are prepping for the Division II NCAA swimming and diving qualifier and then the national championship meet. That big meet takes place starting March 12th. And that's a look at all that we have going on with UWF Athletics this week. Don't forget to check out all our spring sports previews on our website and our YouTube channel as well. Just look for Go Argos there. And GoArgos.com is the hottest spot for all the rosters, schedules, changes to schedules, it's the spring, you know, and the latest news as well. Download the Argo Armada app on your phone or tablet and follow all of our teams across their various social media platforms. We will see you next week, and as always, Go Argos!